gonna read y'all a couple things, and I hope y'all get something from this. I hope y'all get something from this. I said, because all of us know that we can be better than we are. Oh, it is true that most humans cannot translate this hidden feeling into words, but there has been something implanted within each human being that removes him or her completely from the animal kingdom. And that something, almost a second conscious, continues to remind us at the most unexpected moments of our dull lives that we are not living up to our potential. It is our only logic, therefore, that if we know we can do better and we are not doing better, if we know we can be earning more worldly goods and we are not, if we know we can handle a more difficult and better paying job and we are not, then we do not think very much of this failure who walks around with our name. Gradually, we grow to hate that person. And that's you. You gradually to hate that person, and you start to hate yourself. Copernicus, I think. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. He was a man that actually believed that he lived in an absolute center of God's universe here on earth, and that all those tiny lights above him merely hung there for his pleasure, entertainment, and illumination. Then he proved that our planet was not the center of anything, and that we were just another tiny ball of dirt and stone moving around in space and held captive by an immense globe of fire many times our size. This was a tremendous jolt to our ego. We refused to accept this brilliant man's discovery for centuries, to pay the price to knowledge that we were less than God's special children was so terrible to contemplate. So we postponed pavement. We refused to listen. And then 400 years later, our self-esteem was seriously wounded again. Great Britain produced a brilliant naturalist, Darwin, and he told us that we were not special creatures of God, but had our roots in an evolving animal kingdom. He even rubbed salt in our self-esteem by telling us that we were descended from the animal kingdom. This was an exceedingly distasteful pill for man to swallow. After all, if we were all only humans, what could you expect from us? Thus, our self-image, our self-esteem, our self-love slipped a few more rungs down the ladder to misery and hell. Darwin gave us our animal permits. Freud told us that we were unable to control many of our actions and thoughts, nor could we even understand them, since they had originated from a very early childhood experiences involving love, hate, and repression, now buried deeply within our subconscious mind. That's just what we needed. Now we had a license from one of the world's most brilliant medical authorities to do anything we wished to ourselves and to others. We no longer needed a rational explanation for our activities. Just act and blame the consequences on our father or on our mother. Your position is that man, at one time, perhaps through a closer communion with his God, believed that he was truly a marvelous creation, a superior being made in the image of God. Then he began to make discoveries that gradually chipped away at the high opinion he had made of himself, until eventually was thinking, if we're not godlike people, if we do not live in the center of God's word, if we are really only animals, and if we cannot control and explain many of our actions, then we are not of any more consequence than the weeds in our garden. If we are not in truth very much of anything, how can we be proud of ourselves? And if we are not proud of what we are, how can we like ourselves? And if we don't like ourselves, who wants to live with that sort of person? So let's get rid of ourselves. Let's drive too fast, drink too much, eat too much, or purposely foul up so that we can get ourselves fired from our job, so that we can sit in the corner and suck our thumbs and tell ourselves that we're worthless anyway. So what the hell is that? Exactly.